certainly heating up, understatement of 2021 so far, but the recent price action of these coins and the digital assets is only a very small part of a greater move to decentralized finance, or DeFi. All right, to walk us through everything smart contracts and decentralized oracles, DeFi, is Sergey Nazarov. He is the founder of Chainlink and the CEO of Smart Contract. It's wonderful to have you joining us live from San Francisco. Listen, a lot of people, will not have heard of DeFi. So what exactly is it? In a nutshell, 30 to 60 second elevator pitch.
Thank you for having me. Good to be here. So centralized finance is what we do right now. It's where intermediary like Robinhood can control people's assets, take their data, shift profits away from them to take fees, and basically expose them to various risks that they're not even aware that they're exposed to. So that's the current centralized finance model we have today. Decentralized finance is a model without an intermediary, where a user controls their own assets, doesn't have to pay extra fees, and is able to transparently see and control the risks they're exposed to. This is all thanks to blockchain technology, and many people believe it's the future of finance, as various intermediaries in the centralized financial system continue to fail.
So it's the future of finance. Where is this space headed then? What type of expansion are we looking at?
So I think what we're going to see is a continuing failure of various intermediaries, either by them exerting control or through solvency issues due to a correction in the market, or any number of other fundamentals that show solvency issues. At the end of the day, all of these types of issues with intermediaries in the centralized financial world will contribute to a greater and greater understanding of the problems with the existing financial system, which will in turn create a shift in trust towards decentralized financial products. The rate and the amount in which these failures occur is not entirely in the control of the decentralized financial ecosystem, but the decentralized financial ecosystem and its collection of products and guarantees is definitely the answer to these failures, which is why we're talking about DeFi now in kind of the aftermath of GameStop and Robinhood. And each subsequent failure or issue like that with the existing centralized financial system will contribute to more and more understanding and more people moving towards the decentralized financial model based on blockchain technology.
It's so interesting, and it's such a new concept for many, many watching, many investors to get their heads around, because I am still a person. So how do I access that whole decentralized finance system? What tools do I need to be a person who can still link in? I mean, is that where Chainlink comes in?
So that's not exactly where we come in. I think that is a significant problem for people to solve, and I think it basically comes down to, if you want control, you need to take certain amounts of responsibility for that control. And there's private key management solutions and wallets that are solving those problems for people in different ways, with different degrees of control in the hands of the person who has given the assets over to a system or a decentralized financial product on a protocol. Chainlink does something a little different, where what we actually do is we take the world's data, the outside world's data, and we bring that data into a blockchain. And by bringing that data into a blockchain, we allow it to be used to create various smart contracts and financial products. And it is the actual combination of the world's data together with smart contracts, which is what gives birth to things like DeFi. And it's no coincidence that since we've been putting the largest amount of data in history onto blockchains, you've seen the largest growth of smart contracts and smart contract types such as DeFi. So our goal is to provide the world's data into a blockchain so people can build financial products. The types of solutions people need to access those products is, a different kind of complicated question. But I think the people that can go through the friction of using decentralized finance will see a lot of benefits from it sooner than others. And then eventually that friction will be removed by various wallets. And eventually I think the friction will even be removed by banks, who don't really care where they get their yield from, and their users don't even know where they get their yield from, but they do want to provide yield. And so the interfacing with decentralized finance will actually happen through many interfaces that people are used to today, simply because decentralized finance on the back end both provides a better yield and less risk.
Sergey, all right, tell us what's next for Chainlink then. How does it fit into this ecosystem, and what are your plans to take it even further?
So we continue to notice that the rate at which we put data on chain is the rate at which people are able to make markets and financial products and insurance products and all kinds of smart contracts around that data. And so what we are now reaching is a new chapter in Chainlink scalability, where we're genuinely looking at a 10x increase in its scalability. And so we expect that to create a 10x increase in the amount of data we're able to put on chain, as well as our ability to integrate in many different chains. So what we're basically seeing is the degree to which we're able to efficiently put more and more data onto a blockchain and various blockchains is the degree to which people are able to build more and more financial products around that data. And as we are seeing and are in the process of now finalizing the launch of a 10x increase in the amount of data we can put on, we expect that to have a ripple effect through the larger DeFi ecosystem to create even larger amounts of decentralized financial products out there in the market. And then from there, we continue to both increase the breadth and the type of data that we will be providing, increasing the breadth and the type of smart contracts that can be made on chain, as well as the depth and the quality of data that we're providing to various use cases, which will subsequently make them more reliable, larger in the amount of value that they can hold, and kind of just create growth. So our goal is to continue to support the decentralized financial movement and ecosystem by providing more and higher quality data. And we've already seen that our ability to do that allows that ecosystem to grow, which is something we're extremely proud to be a part of.
Sergey, thanks so much for joining us. It's definitely an interesting and evolving space.
Thank you very much for having me. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you.